All right, we're live. Sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. Sorry about all of the technical difficulties that are the story of my life. We are 7 minutes late getting this presentation started, and I apologize for that. Give me one quick second. I'm going to activate the chat. If you want to ask questions during the course of this presentation, make sure you are logged into your Google account, and you will be able to send me a message. I'm not showing on the screen. I don't know what's up with that. All right, that's okay though. So here we go. We're going to get started with this. What is coaching? What is the UK launch all about? Sorry, I am beyond not. I'm out of sorts. It's more energized. All right, here we go. We're cooking with gas. So what is Team Beachbody coaching? What is this coaching opportunity? What is the impact of the UK launch that's coming up very, very, very shortly? And what does it mean for you? Hey, there I am. All right, so what does it mean for you? I'm going to have to edit the beginning of this video and replay. Some huge opportunity, huge potential, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. What is going to happen with this business, with this opportunity in the next 2 months, 3 months, leading up to the UK launch, and then even after the UK launch. It's once we're in the UK fully, because we're there like this much now, fraction. Once we are there fully with everything, it's going to be absolutely amazing. The opportunity is going to be mind-blowing. So here we go. Without further ado, let's get on with this show. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen so you can see my beautiful presentation. So that didn't work. Holy heck. All right, let's try this one more time. I'll get there, I promise. Share screen. Hey, you can see my dirty, messy desktop. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start this. Boom. All right, so now you can see my slides. So here we go. Let's get on with the show now that we're a good 10 minutes late. Apologize for that. So I want to start this presentation off by just asking, what does your life look like in 4 years? Where will you be? What will you be doing? Will anything be different? And the reason I want to start off asking this is because I firmly believe that without a vision, without a dream, without an idea of what the future looks like, you're really not working towards anything. You're just going to be in the routine of going to work, coming home, watching TV. Maybe you exercise, maybe you don't. Collecting your paycheck, trying to save for retirement, and probably giving all your money to your kids. Very typical. So that. So what do you want your life to look like in 5 years? Well, that's annoying. Those are going to pop up all the time. What do you want your life to look like in 4 years? What, if you could have anything, would it look like? So I want you to start off by thinking about that. And I'm going to start off by talking to you guys about who I am and taking you back to 2011 when I was at the peak of my unhealthy lifestyle. I was overweight. I was 218, 19 pounds, somewhere in that ballpark. I was having a hard time sleeping at night, not being rested, always waking up tired no matter how many hours of sleep I got. And, you know, I had put on some pounds, but I didn't think I was crazy overweight. Looking at these pictures now, I can't believe where I was. And so I went to the doctor because I wanted a magic pill that would help me sleep better at night. It's basically what I was looking for. And what the doctor told me is that, oh, you sounds like you have sleep apnea. probably because you put on 50 pounds in the last couple of years. And yeah, you're going to need to go on a sleep study wait list to determine the frequency that you're not breathing at night. And I was like, oh, okay, no big deal, right? Like, so I have a hard time sleeping at night. Once I get this machine, I'll just breathe better, I'll sleep better, I'll feel better. He goes, yeah. I was like, so what's the worst thing that could happen? She's like, well, you could die in your sleep. And that to me was a wake-up call, because what prompted me to go to the doctor was my wife, who you see in this picture here. This is her graduation from vet school. And that to me, her pushing me to go to the doctor because she was tired of always having to wake me up at night. Because I stopped breathing, it woke her up. She would wake up to nudge me, to push me, to roll me so that I would breathe again. And it was preventing her from sleeping well. And she was getting frustrated. But then when the doctor told me you could die in your sleep, something clicked. And at that moment, all I could think of and all I could see was like this third-party view of my bedroom. And the alarm going off in the morning, my wife rolling out of bed, and her finding me dead in bed. Absolutely crushes me every time I say that. And every time I think it and am reminded of it, it reminds me of why I never want to be where I was in my life. With mundane routine and doing stuff that didn't actually matter. Watching TV shows, playing video games, going to work, coming home, playing video games, eating supper while playing the game or watching Netflix or TV, going to bed, waking up and doing it the next day. Eating whatever I wanted, not giving a care in the world to what I was eating. But having that vision of her waking up and me not is what really pushed me to want to start making a change. So I did. I started working out. I started to lose a little bit of fat, gain a little bit of muscle, but I didn't change my eating habits at all. I kept eating whatever I wanted, and as a matter of fact, I was working out harder and harder, that I was eating worse and worse because I justified how hard I was working as a reward. Well, I get to eat whatever I want now. So I was having burgers and fries and gravy and cheese and stuff as a regular recovery meal from doing programs like Insanity. And this is a picture in a hotel room. I was working away and living in a hotel room for about a year and a half. And I would do Insanity in my hotel room and then go next door to the Wendy's and get burgers and fries and poutine. And poutine for my non-Canadian friends is basically fries, cheese, and gravy. And it's delicious. But it wasn't allowing me to get anywhere. A year later, I was pretty much almost in the same spot. I lost a little bit. And at this point, I had no muscle. I had never lifted weights. I was never, into the gym scene whatsoever. Fast forward to 2014, I finally started taking care of my nutrition. So from the end of 2012 to the beginning of 2014, I really started to eat according to the meal plans that were given to me with the programs I was doing. I just refused to put the effort into doing the meal plans. And I started getting some phenomenal results. For those of you familiar, this is about the 21-day fix time frame when this happened, that I got this change that you see here. And then I kept going with it. And I actually leaned out to my leanest at 164 pounds. And I had never been that lean in my entire life. And as you can see, I got little baby muscles. And at this point, I started to focus on, okay, I need to build muscle now because I'm lean. I need to build muscle, and I need to, fill out more. I don't want to be 164 pounds. I'd like to be 180 pounds, but the same body fat percentage. So I started to lifting weights, and I started bulking. And after a few years, I started to use the excuse of I was bulking as an excuse to, bit by bit relax my meals, relax my meal plan, relax my eating. And the result was, yeah, I gained lots of muscle, but I gained my belly back again. And not nearly to the same extent. This picture in 2017, that's about 190. So it's still about 30 some pounds less than the 2012 picture. But I had a lot more muscle, gained a little bit of fat back, started to get pudgy around the waist again. And I was not very happy with that. Perfect timing that I got asked by Beachbody to be part of a test group for a brand new program that they were launching, and just finished the results of that. But in 2 rounds of this program, I ended up losing 20 pounds of fat and gained about 7 pounds of muscle. So I'm much more close to that lean muscle body fat percentage that I was in my leanest, but I'm still up in the 180s. So very happy with where I'm at now. And I've continued to progress from here. So that's kind of my fitness story of how I've gotten to where I was. Back in 2011, I was clinically obese. And I never would have thought that I would have never considered myself that until the health issues arose. And then just that vision of not being there, making my wife a widow at 30 years old was enough. So I am a firm believer that everything in life happens for a reason. The people that are in your life, the obstacles that you face, the opportunities that are presented with you. I am not religious. I don't believe in omnipotent beings creating the world and all that stuff. I've always very much been atheist, but recently I've changed my views towards agnostic, I guess you could say, where I am a firm believer that there is something out there now. There is a thing called fate, the universe, source energy, God, whatever you call it, there is something out there. And whether it's a tangible or intangible force, it doesn't really matter what it is. Things happen in your life for a reason. And you can either use them to help you or allow them to hurt you in whatever you're doing. And for me, when I started on this fitness journey, I started thinking my dream, and I started thinking about what I wanted in life. And then I realized that, this was put in front of me for a reason. And I signed up to be a Team Beachbody coach without ever having worked with a coach, without ever having been part of a team. And I clicked a little button that says, I do not have a coach. And it assigned me a coach who is now one of my best friends. And I talk to her as much, if not more, than anyone else. So she came into my life for a reason. It was just complete random, and being friends with her has completely changed my life and helped me work towards my dreams. So what's your dream? Back to that beginning question we started off this presentation talking about. In 4 years, what does your life look like? Or what do you want your life to look like? What's your dream? Is it going to be being able to go on vacation, hitting up the beach, living the life of, beach bumness, traveling all over the world, going to wherever you want to be? Is it financial freedom to not have to worry about when the bills come in, or do you have enough money to get through the next paycheck, or to buy groceries, or to make the payment on your car? Is it to travel the world, not just live on a beach, but see everything that this amazing world has to offer, and cross places and peoples and cultures and buildings and landmarks off of your list? Because you want to see what this world has to offer instead of just being stuck in your little corner of it. Is it important to you? Is it your dream to be able to donate to causes that really matter to you? Whether it's religious groups or humanitarian efforts, or for Tamara and I, it's rescuing the baby kittens. And I use this cute picture as an example, but our passion is to be able to have as much money as we can make to be able to contribute towards ecosystems, environmental protection, sustainability, and animal rescue, wildlife, domesticated, doesn't matter, animal rescue rehabilitation. Because really, if we end up keep killing this world and destroying all the ecosystems, habitats, and animals, there's not going to be a world left for us either. So that's an important thing to take care of. And you know what? The animals have just as much right to be here as we do. So that's one of our huge main goals, one of the things that we work towards. Is your dream to be able to avoid the daily commute, the drive back and forth to work, the cubicle life, and to be able to work at home? If you have kids, with your children, to work on your schedule, on your time, when you want, doing what you want, and being able to be there for your kids, to raise your kids, and to see your kids as they grow up, instead of being stuck in an office. Is that your dream? Is it something else? It could be anything. A dream is supposed to be something that you think is unobtainable. It's huge, it's big, it's something you'll never think you'll ever get, but you're working towards it anyway. And eventually you'll realize you can get it. So next thing I want to do is, if those are your dreams, or whatever your dreams might be, what are you doing right now to get towards your dream? And this was me, and this is no joke, no judgment. This is 99% of the population is doing nothing to make their dreams become a reality, because we get so comfortable in the societal norms of going to work for someone else, collect your paycheck, go home, eat, watch TV, go to bed, wake up, rinse, repeat. You might get the weekend to do something fun. That's the societal norm. That's what people expect other people to do. And there's, you know what, there's even negative feedback that you can get when you do something outside the norm. People, out of fear that you will fail, will try and convince you not to do something different, because that's how they were raised and that's what they know, and what you know is safe. And that goes back to our primitive instinct of, you know what, when you're doing something that's different is scary. You don't want to fail or get hurt or not succeed at what you're doing that's different. So you always have this tendency to go back to what you know, because what you know is familiar, and familiar is safe. But you need to go outside that a little bit. Favorite quote of all time? Not really. I have a lot of favorite quotes, but a dream without a plan is only a wish. And if you're just wishing for stuff to happen, it's never going to happen. We call that the lottery ticket mentality, where you put all of your hopes and dreams on the absolutely minuscule chance that you will win the lottery. And it just doesn't happen. So I want to talk for a second about why I chose Beachbody. And you might be like, yeah, because I want a six-pack. I want to look like that. No, this picture is because this intimidates the shit out of me. The reason I chose Beachbody to transform my life, my health, and now my business is because going to a place like this intimidates the shit out of me. I still go to the odd gym if I'm traveling, or a gym in an office that I work out of, but it intimidates the heck out of me. Every time I go to one of these places, I get intimidated, I get nervous, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, I feel like I'm being judged, I feel like I'm being watched, and it's just not an environment that's productive to me to make a change. If the only option was to go to a gym, hire a trainer, hire a nutritionist, I would still be 220 plus pounds, clinically obese, and very likely dead from sleep apnea. So Beachbody was the only option for me because it's different. I'm going to get into a little bit of stuff now about what I have experienced and done as a coach and what it can do to help make your dreams a reality. So first thing about what Beachbody has, what Beachbody is as a coach, you're also a customer. So as a coach, you also have a coach. Well, that coach also has a coach. So you have teams of people who are in your corner. There is no better support system in the health and fitness industry than Team Beachbody. There are no better tools in the industry than Team Beachbody. We have challenge groups, which are basically just virtual support groups to help keep you on track, log your workouts, log your shakes, log your meals, get daily inspiration, motivation, training tips from fitness experts. We'll get into that in a second, but coaches are not fitness experts. They're the support system. They're the tool. They're the mechanism that helps you stay on track and apply what the experts produce. We have these amazing apps and these amazing challenge groups that you log your workouts. You get a daily feed of motivation, recipes, inspiration, success stories to help keep you going, and constant contact with the entire team. We have healthy cooking shows through our on-demand application, where there are new recipes added every week, where you can literally watch a 5-minute clip on how to cook something amazing with all clean eating recipe ingredients, and it fits within the meal plan to get your goals. Remember back when I said I used to work out really hard and eat whatever I wanted? This lets you eat whatever you want, but cooked in a healthy way. There is literally everything in there, from desserts, pizzas, cocktails, entrees, appetizers. Everything's in there. It's absolutely amazing. And that is the most comprehensive tool in terms of clean eating, and simple. You get it on any device. You just stream it just like YouTube, but it's its own little site. And then Beachbody On Demand, which is unparalleled, unprecedented. It's basically a website or an app where you can stream every single Beachbody program ever created. P90X, Insanity, Turbo Fire, 21-Day Fix, Quarter Fours, brand new Shift Shop just launched. That was the test group that I was in. Basically, it's like Netflix, but of all the best fitness programs in the world. And if you've ever heard of a fitness program, an at-home program, odds are Beachbody put together, because we've got most of the big ones, and we've got all the best trainers. So the next thing that you get out of being a Beachbody coach, because you're also a customer, is the physical, emotional, and even spiritual transformations. And in the test group I was just in for the Shift Shop, this really rang true, because there are so many success stories and so many people that are finding change in their lives beyond just the physical loss, the physical transformation, the physical weight loss, muscle gain is a gateway that changes the rest of their life. So they gain confidence, they gain self-confidence, they gain motivation, they gain optimism, they gain so many things when they lose weight or when they live an active, healthy lifestyle. Because everything you do, every piece of food you eat affects who you are and how you are. I just want to touch on this for a quick second. Before Beachbody, I was always extremely optimistic. And this is my biggest example of how optimistic I was. I always grew up, my teens, thinking I would never find anyone to marry. I would always be alone. But again, that's not very optimistic. But I would always find the silver lining in that. I said, you know what, it's okay because I'll just get a dog and then we'll go out camping and hiking and I'll do all that stuff and I'll live a pretty full life. And no matter how depressed I was or how sad I was or how much lack of self-confidence I had, I could always find the silver lining. And that's what got me through. People used to think I had my shit together because of that when I was a hot mess. But because of applying coaching, it has completely transformed me. I am self-confident now. I am optimistic in all regards, not just finding that silver lining. I am, confident that the future will bring amazing things. And this is what some of the other coaches on our team are saying. And this first one is a perfect transition in from being a customer as a coach as well. They said, coaching has increased my accountability to my own health and fitness. In the process, it has attracted people who want to work with me. So it's kept her to the highest level of accountability in her own personal journey. And through applying what we teach as coaches and through sharing her journey, it's attracted people to her who have signed up with her, which have given her income, but also another support system that she's created and people that she's been able to help. And this is one of the top coaches on our team. She said 1 year ago, this is at her 1 year coaching anniversary. 1 year ago, I wasn't even coaching. I was terrified. If you said I'd be going to Punta Cana this year, be on the priority list for Mexico, hit Success Club 10 monthly, or be a diamond coach, I would have called you crazy. By just starting, by putting myself out there, leaving my comfort zone and setting big goals and being consistent with my vital behaviors, here I am. You can do it too. So we'll touch base on some of this stuff, but Success Club is basically like the performance benchmark that all top coaches hit. And to hit 5 is great, to hit 10 is amazing. And this coach has been doing 10 monthly every month since she started coaching. So now I know what you're thinking. Now I know you're probably sitting back and thinking, but isn't this just really a sales gig? Isn't it direct selling? Isn't it multi-level marketing? Isn't it just selling? And the way you need to look at selling is not that you're trying to sell something to someone, it's that you're trying to help someone. Because there's different types of selling. Zig Ziglar said it the best. If you want to get all that you want in life, you will get all that you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. So this applies perfectly to what we do. We are helping people get what they want. Health and fitness transformations, weight loss, emotional mindset shifts, confidence, optimism. We are giving them that stuff. We are helping them develop and get those transformations. And by doing that, we're getting what we want in life in terms of satisfaction for what we do to earn a living and earning an unbelievable living that gives us the freedom to get everything we want in life. And let's be real, we are selling fitness programs and supplements that help people reach their health and fitness goals, to help people get healthy, to help fight off disease. It's a pretty noble goal. There are people out there making millions of dollars selling this crap. So put that into perspective. Yes, we may be selling programs, but the way we look at it is we are just helping people. And we don't get paid from the people. Beachbody pays us a commission through what the person is buying from Beachbody, through us. So it's definitely not a sales gig where you're just trying to sell. It's definitely the business of helping people. So on that topic, let's talk about income for a minute. So how you earn as a coach is you will earn a 25% commission from any program or shake or supplement or product ordered through you. So you'll get your own site that looks like just like the Beachbody site, but it's under you, and anyone that orders anything from that site, you get the commission from. Then, as those same customers order shakes every month or supplements every month or buy new programs, you'll continue to get a residual commission month to month from those same customers. So as you bring on new customers, you have your existing customers continuously ordering, like say Shakeology every month, those commissions and residual income build up. Here's where the big earning opportunity comes. That's in the form of bonuses. So there are a load of bonuses that Beachbody gives us as coaches. So as the coaches that you bring into the team do well, and they help other people with their health and fitness, and those people start to become coaches and do well, you'll earn bonuses based off of how well your coaches and their coaches are doing. You can also earn paid vacations to the Caribbean. We did a Caribbean cruise last year. Earlier this year, we went to Punta Cana to a 5-star resort. And next year, we have already qualified for and paid for a 5-star Mayan Riviera trip. So we get a free vacation every year, which is absolutely amazing. We get weekly commission bonuses. So based off of certain qualifications, hitting certain ranks, certain levels, you earn an extra commission every week. There are also monthly bonuses, which might come in the form of prizes or free training or qualifications for certain events. And then the quarterly bonuses, which once you hit the diamond level, every quarter you can qualify for a $250 bonus. Then as you get to star diamond level, you start to qualify for even bigger quarterly bonuses that can get into the thousands and thousands of dollars. So as you do better and better, and as your team does better and better, your bonuses get better and better. Makes sense, right? And again, you don't need to think of this as a sales gig, because most successful coaches will focus on giving value, support, and helping others, and then the income will flow from that. So they lead with the right reasoning. That's how they're able to sustain this long term. That's how they're able to do amazing things. I want to give you some examples of income, real income from real coaches. On the left, this is a top coach on our team and one of the top coaches in the company. This is basically her year-over-year weekly pay. So her first week, $30. Her first week of the second year, $1,000 in that week. A year later, $2,700. A year later, $6,000. A year later, almost $8,000. This is a week commission, a 1 week pay. You get paid every week. So on the other side, this is kind of like an average earnings for a performing coach. So what do I mean by performing coach? A lot of people sign up and don't do anything. They don't work the business. They don't have any expectation of earning money, and they just want discounts on their own products. So that skews the average income. But when you look at coaches who are actually earning money and actually want to make this successful, which I would put myself in this category. So, in the last 3 years, the lowest pay was one of my first weeks, $58. And then in the last, 3 years, it's steadily grown to, $1,200 in a week. And in the last year, average has been $550-ish per week. Now, I still work full time. This is a part-time job, basically paying me an extra $500, $600, up to $1,200 per week. So that can really add up. And as you steadily grow, you start to get into the category. So although the coach on the left had really big growth really quickly, for an average coach who's, again, above average, but average in terms of working the business, you can see that the income is still actually really freaking good, like 30, 40, 50, 60, starting to get close to $100,000 a year in extra income, plus all the free trips, plus. There's lots of bonuses. This is the Team Beachbody coach earnings disclaimer. So I put this in here because, one, it's a legal requirement, but two, I want to give you a very fair, accurate representation of what the earning potential is for coaches. Now, remember I said most coaches don't work the business to the point where I'd say, pretty much it's probably like 90% of people that become coaches don't actually work the business. They just want the discounts. So this would be that other 10%. But you can see first three categories. The first category is kind of how long in the business the average Emerald coach or Ruby coach or Diamond or Star Diamond coach has been in. And the last three. So there's the low earnings, the average earnings, and the high earnings. So low earnings, again, are skewed because most coaches aren't working the business. So that's going to drag these averages way down. Or there's going to be a lot of very low income, which pulls this average way down. But even at that, so Star Diamond level, which can easily be obtained in a year, many coaches do it, the average earning for a Star Diamond coach is $48,000. But here's where you need to talk about vision, talk about dreams, talk about why not you. The high earnings in the Diamond coach rank, $50,000. The high earnings in a Star Diamond rank, $932,000, just shy of $1 million a year income through helping people live a healthier life. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty damn good and something that's worth working your butt off for. So I want to get into a little bit of the myths about coaching. So here are some myths. Myth number one, you have to be in good shape to be a coach. False. People tend to connect more with someone who is on the journey with them than someone that's already been through the journey or never had a journey to go through. And that's just a cold fact. You know, the adage or the thought that in order to be a fitness professional, you need to be absolutely ripped is complete BS. It makes no sense. Because if you're able to support someone and help them get results, it doesn't matter what shape or size you are. Your intentions and your ability to help people is what matters. But you're going to be working on yourself at the same time. So to me, there's no better way to do it than to start off at your most vulnerable. Share that with people and invite people to be on that journey with you. So together you keep each other accountable. Next one is that this is a pyramid scheme, and absolutely not. Pyramid schemes are illegal, and this is not a pyramid scheme. Ponzi scheme might be the other term. I actually work in the world of law enforcement around this type of offense, financial crime, that type of stuff, and I can tell you that Ponzi scheme is basically when I tell you to give me money and then tell you to go get someone else to give you money, and then you give me a little bit of their money, and I tell you it's going to be good for investments, but really nothing happens. It's just money flowing up to the top. I'm going to be getting rich. You might get okay rich. The person below you is going to lose money, and the person at the bottom is going to lose a ton of money. With what this is, it is a multi-level marketing setup, but there's a physical exchange of goods. You're not just exchanging money. You're buying a good. You're buying a product, something that's physical, that's tangible. And then the coach is earning a commission from that. So that's the difference. Next myth is that you don't have enough time to be a coach. This business is entirely scalable to however much effort you want to put into it. You want to put an hour a week, you can do that. You want to put 10 hours a day, you can do that. Obviously, the more you put in, the quicker you'll grow, the more you'll get out. But if this business took 5 months to grow or 5 years, does it really matter? Because at the end, you're still going to have a successful business that's generating you income, that's giving you the life you want to live. So I want to touch base on how you start your journey. And this is put up here for a comparison. So a lot of people think, I got to get in shape. I'm going to get a Fitbit. I'm going to get an activity tracker. I'm going to get a little device that's going to track my activity so that I can push to hit a certain goal, push to hit 10,000 steps. That common fitness myth that if you hit 10,000 steps in a day, you'll actually, get healthy. A lot of research proving that it actually does us more harm than good to try and hit the 10,000 steps, because then we try to slack off elsewhere or other places, or like I did at the beginning of my journey, where I would do my workouts and then eat even worse, offsetting my workouts plus some. So for about what you would cost for an average activity tracker, none of the fancy Apple Watches, but just like a regular run-of-the-mills activity tracker. Or you could spend that same amount of money and get every single Beachbody program on demand for a whole year's access, portion fixed meal plan for every single program, one that's custom tailored, custom designed for each program, a 30 serving bag of Shakeology, and the containers to measure out your serving sizes of food, and your coach account, your business setup, websites, online training, customer tracking tools, everything you need to start your coaching business, from the programs themselves to the actual physical ability to have people sign up and buy programs through your website, for about the same price. So to me, this is a no-brainer. The money you would spend on an activity tracker that's in on itself is not going to get you into shape, or you can get everything that's actually going to help you get into shape: meal plans, supplements, workouts, plus all of your coaching business stuff for the same price. I'd say there's no brainer. And that's basically how you start. When you get all this stuff, you can pay it the price as a customer, or you can pay the same price and become a coach for free at the same time. So you're going to get everything you need to start your own journey, to start your workouts, to give you stuff to share with people about what you're doing, plus all the tools you need to start off a business that could grow into a 6-figure plus business. So here's the 4 things that we do as coaches every single day. We work out, use our supplements, and show people that the programs and the products that we have work by following them. And we share that, show that they work. Easy enough, right? So basically, you're going to get in better shape. Next one is we work on on ourself, on our personal development, on stuff like the compound effect, or books, podcasts, audiobooks, videos that basically teach us just to be a little bit better, to get our mindset right, learning how to be a better coach, learning how to all kinds of different things. Time management. Spend a little bit of time every day just working on that. For me, I listen to podcasts and audiobooks in the car driving around, because the alternative is listening to music, but I can add so much value with an hour or 2 hours a day of audiobook versus just listening to the same 5 songs on the radio. The third thing we do is we invite people to try those products and programs with us. Simple enough. And the last thing we do is we recognize people's success. And I'm not talking about, hey, congratulations, you lost 70 pounds. Clap, clap, clap. I'm talking like, you know what? Congratulations, you just did your first workout. Good friggin' job. Keep it going. And recognizing every action that is a step towards their goals. That's the 4 things we do. That is basically the essence of a day in, day out for coaching. We do our workouts, drink our shake, we read a little bit, listen to some audiobooks, we talk to people, invite them to our groups, and we congratulate people when they have success working towards their goals. Pretty simple. The next thing that we have, once you become a coach, there is step-by-step training that's provided. So you don't have to go out there and guess at what to do, or what to post, or how to run your own challenge groups or support groups. Everything is provided for you. There's step-by-step video tutorials, there's guides, and everything is given to you. And eventually, over time, you will evolve that into your own style. So it'll be second nature to you to be able to teach to other people. But everything is given to us, so there's no guesswork. All right, switching gears here for the last 15 minutes or so, we are going to touch on the UK launch. So this was the most exciting announcement that came out of Coach Summit back last week in New Orleans. And we have a firm date. So October 19th of 2017, we will be officially launching Team Beachbody in the UK. So people in the UK now, if you're watching this, you can already get Beachbody on demand. You can already get a limited supply of the DVD programs. But you can't get any shake, you can't get supplements, you can't become a coach, you can't be a coach or a customer with a coach in the UK until the 19th. On the 19th, it's launched. You can sign up, you can become a coach, you can sign people up to your team as coaches, as customers, and you can start right out of the gate. October 21st, a few days after launch, there's going to be a huge launch event in London. Sean T, Insanity Guy, is going to be there to lead all UK people in a workout. Only UK people are allowed in the workout. So, if I go over there for this big launch event to meet some of you new coaches that are going to be signing up with us and do some team building and training, I won't actually be able to work out with you at the Sean T one that's exclusively reserved for UK coaches. But we can all get in on the training all about the UK market, coaching, and do all that business development stuff together. So that's kind of So this is what is going to be available once we launch in the UK as the 19th. You'll be able to sign up as a coach. So all that stuff we've already talked about, that opportunity will be available to you. You can also sign up as a customer, order the products without getting into the whole coaching thing. You'll get the full workout catalog through BOD. You'll be able to be assigned a coach. You'll be able to get the Shakeology and the Beachbody Performance line supplements. You'll be able to earn those weekly paychecks in your local currency. So everything will be, you'll get paid in bonus dollars. And then so for Canadians, that converts at a certain rate to Canadian dollars. So for British pounds, I think is what the UK's main currency is. Pardon me if I'm wrong on that. But it will convert to that. So you'll get paid in your local currency. You'll be able to attend Coach Summit in 2018, where I just came from New Orleans. It was absolutely amazing. There were already some UK people there getting ready for this upcoming launch. You'll be able to qualify for the trip's prizes and rewards, and you'll have the opportunity to build amazing income while helping other people. And that's the core of what we do. So to give you an idea of the potential that's here, when Canada launched 4 years ago, there was coaches that signed up 40 to 50 people on their team really fast, within days. There's a huge demand for these products and coaching opportunity. In Canada, and there is in the UK already. There were millionaires made in months because of how many people were doing so many awesome things, because the market is completely untapped. There's no one already doing this there. And then thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people saw amazing health and health transformations, fitness transformations, weight loss, and just got healthier. They started living a healthier life. Thousands and thousands in Canada because of this opportunity. I am one of them. I wasn't able to do anything else. Nothing else worked for me because I just couldn't commit to it. This is what worked for me. So with all of that potential from the Canadian market and with the potential in the UK launch, what's next? The UK is only the third market that's going to launch for Team Beachbody. We're in the US, Canada, and soon to be the UK. That is a fraction of the world's population. And already the company is over $1 billion company. So imagine once we can get the European markets opened, Asia, South America, the world is so much bigger than where we already are, and there are already so many people benefiting from this physically and financially. Oops. So I want to start wrapping this up by saying, getting you to think about what if. What if you joined our team and the only thing that happened is that you got in the best shape of your life? Most people would say that's worth it. What if you joined and earned enough to pay for your own products and got in the best shape ever? That's even better. What if you joined and earned a free trip to a 5-star resort or a free Caribbean cruise? Geez, that's great. Who doesn't want a free vacation? But what if you joined and applied yourself, and within a few months, you were changing the lives of everyone around you and earned enough to cover some bills? Maybe you earned enough to cover your mortgage or your car payment or your student loans. But what if? What if you joined and went all in for 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, however long it took? You went all in and you became a top coach and earned a 6-figure plus salary, all for helping people to live a healthier life. That is rewarding. That is absolutely amazing. So I just want to finish off with a few things about what this opportunity has done for me. So for us, my wife and I, for Tamara and I, this has given us something that's helped us connect. It's helped us, it's something that we can work on together. And we are all about doing everything we can do together. We have fun together, we make fun videos, we work out together, and it's just something else that we can do together to help strengthen our relationship. We don't take ourselves too seriously. We have a lot of fun doing it. We've gone on amazing trips. This was the entryway to our Beachbody cruise last year. We've been to more places in the last 3 years than we had in the last 30 years of our lives. We've been to Jamaica. We've been to the Bahamas. We've been to LA. We've been to Florida. We've been to New Orleans, Nashville. We're going to Mexico next year. We've been all over because of this Beachbody opportunity. This is the beach in Jamaica. I've had the opportunity to work with and meet the best trainers in the world. Tony Horton, Mr. T90X, is as amazing as you would think he would be. Joel and Jericho from Coeur d'Force, and they used to be part of Les Mills. They're with the Beachbody trainer team now. Autumn Calabrese, she's 21 Day Fix. Sagi Khaled, former Mr. Israel. He's our Body Beast muscle building program guy. And I've made the most amazing friends in our extended coaching team. Right here in the middle, that's my coach Ashley, who I never would have met had it not been for this opportunity. And this is a picture from our cruise last year. Our team is, twice this size now, of the ones that are going to these destinations. I've been able to host amazing events with the top coaches in the entire organization in little old Atlantic Canada. I'm part of the Atlantic Canada Market Council, and this is one of our bigger groups. We had 300 and some people at this event, basically just getting together, sharing, networking, and doing a super group workout together to just fuel our businesses and do training. There's 3 of these events a year in pretty much every major city. I just so happen to organize the ones where I'm at, but there are ones you can go to no matter where you are. And this is a team of my coaches specifically, of people that are on our team, and they are some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. I've gone out of my shell, and I love presenting and sharing what I know and what I've learned. This is the first event I ever hosted back 2 years ago. And this was me last year in Nashville doing the super workout with all the Team Beachbody. That is literally me right there, the little green dot on the black shirt. That is me in a group of 20,000+ people working out. I haven't updated the slides yet, but I've got another workout that we just did last week, same exact thing, only even cooler. So I just want to finish off by kind of sharing how this Pay It Forward network has really changed my life. Because basically how this whole thing works is you sign up to be a coach, you get great results, you invite people to try it as well, you support the shit out of them to help them get results, and then in turn, they'll sign up as coaches and you'll show them how to invite other people and get them to have other people get great results and then sign them up as coaches. It's basically a Pay It Forward network. As you progress from getting your results to being confident, to becoming a coach, to inviting, to growing a team of people that are getting results, to helping them become coaches, you can reach an exponentially larger amount of people than you can doing any other thing. Any physical gym, any personal trainer, even the best, most popular online fitness trainer will not be able to reach as many people as this Pay It Forward network, especially as we're growing. This UK launch is going to be huge. It's going to be an amazing opportunity, and it's something that you'll want to get in on now, because if you wait till it launches to get in, there's going to be a lot of coaches that have already signed up before then. But if you sign up now, there's going to be a lot of coaches signing up underneath you that will help build your business, and you'll be much further ahead when that launch happens. So almost bang on time. For starting late, I got through that pretty quick. So thank you very much for listening to this webinar, for tuning in, for being here with me. If you have any questions whatsoever, send me an email, ryan@riotfit, riotfit.com, or you can go to my website, riotfit.com. There's all kinds of ways to contact me on there. And I look forward to hearing from you. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask. Even if you have a question and you're already working with another coach, I don't mind answering the questions. I'm just literally here to help as many people as I can. And if I can help you answer a question, to help ease your mind, or help you answer a question that's going to make you realize this isn't for you, because that's okay too. I'm not going to push this on anyone that doesn't want to do it. But the point is, anyone can do this. It's just not for everyone. So thanks very much. Have a great day. If you got any value out of this whatsoever, please share it with your teams or invite some friends to check it out. And I encourage them to reach out to me as well, and I can answer any questions you might have. Have a great night, and we'll see you all in our next video. Bye.